That's a further confusion of the High Court, if I could say so with the greatest respect, because the High Court seems to think that a central legislation operates only in certain union territories. As far as the state police is concerned, law and order being a state subject, it has to have separate legislation in each state. To the best of my knowledge, there is no Karnataka special police. There is no special police for Uttar Pradesh. The police for we have the All India police, the All India Services, which has the IPS. We have separate acts for separate special constabulary, like the Provincial Armed Constabulary in Uttar Pradesh or the CRPF and things like that. But the police all over the country are normally not under any special act of any special state or central legislature. They are a department of the government. So I really do not see where the reasoning of the High Court comes from, and its validity is definitely being questioned in the
for extension of jurisdiction of the Delhi Special Police Establishment in their states, with the exception of only a few, and that the result is that for all practical purposes the jurisdiction in respect of all such offences is exercised in the consenting states only by the CBI and not by the state police. It also says that the notification by the central government under, let me complete Mr. Memon, under this act of the DSPE Act, which confers and determines the jurisdiction of the CBI to investigate an offence. So that means that the Supreme Court is saying that the Delhi Special Police Establishment Act 1946 is the act from which the CBI is deriving its legislative powers.
Now see, Guwahati High Court certainly cannot overstep what Supreme Court has already said. That would be an act of judicial indiscipline. Now, to my knowledge, if that they have not taken into consideration what the Supreme Court has said.
No indiscipline or no motives are being attributed to any judge or any judgment. We are just trying to interpret the decision for the benefit of the people. He is standing by the decision. He is, in a way, he is advocating the arguments that have been made in the judgment by the Guwahati High Court that the Union of India really cannot legislate when it comes to police forces. This is something which is police, and police is a state subject. So,
law and order is a state subject.
Law and order is state subject, and so is police.
No, not necessarily. Law and order is the state subject. The police is a part of law and order to a certain extent, but this judgment has confused several issues. Essentially, it seems to indicate, if I could simplify it very shortly, it seems to think that if there is a defect in your birth certificate, you are not born. In the sense that if there is a technical defect in the executive order, then a police force is not properly constituted. It upholds the validity of the Delhi Special Police Establishment Act. The parent act, it says, is valid. It does not go into that question.
But it says the CBI does not derive
it's an establishment, nor is it an organ. It seems to expect that everything should be spelled out in the act itself, and that the at least the
resolution should refer to the act. Even the resolution through which the CBI was created does not refer to the Delhi Special Police Establishment Act.
Because essentially what has happened is that the resolution is basically a mere change of nomenclature. Whatever was the work of the